Alright guys, welcome back to VITO'S Garage, and in this video I'm going to be actually working on a white Mercedes W123. That's my friend's car, as you all know, and actually I'm going to be making it run really good. So here's some history about the car. It was sitting in a garage in Chicago for like 20 years. The previous owner was, they drove it like once in a while, and that's pretty much it. The rest of the time, the car was just sitting in the garage. And I mean, it's the car's in really good condition. After Warren bought it, he replaced the brake lines and he did a bunch of work on it, and it's a really nice, good car. So the only thing is that we don't know the history about the valve adjustment on it, so that's why I want to address that. I'm actually going to do the valve adjustment on it today. I don't know if he has a brand new valve cover gasket for it. If not, then we'll probably just reuse that one for now, because he can replace the valve cover gasket by himself some other time in the future. And another thing is I need to replace those injectors on this car, because when you start it's actually missing a little bit, and it's probably, I mean, I don't have that tester right now to test the pressures and release pressures of the injectors, all that stuff, and how it sprays. But I just have a set of good fuel injectors for this car that I pulled from the parts car. That's, let's see, where is it? Right there, that parts car. Yep. It's actually the parts car that I got like, last year for like $250, which was a good deal. So anyways, I'm just gonna swap the injectors, and we're gonna start it, and we're gonna see how it runs, and it should be pretty good. And before I show you my set of those fuel injectors, well, I'm just gonna let you know again, when you start the car, it takes a little bit longer for it to start, and it's just like kind of missing, like pop 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 a little bit. So I'm gonna replace, the owner already replaced the fuel filters. I did the diesel purges. I don't know if I filmed that on the video or not, but we did that. And other than that, yeah, just valve adjustment today and those fuel injectors. And I think that's about it, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so here's the car. And I pulled 5 fuel injectors. And the reason why I suspected they're brand new is because when I removed when I opened the hood of that parts car, basically you could see like fresh rust, because these fuel injectors that are brand new, they're gonna be like coated like kind of like silver color, but then after that they start rusting, and you're gonna see like a fresh rust on them. Now today is raining, so it's probably gonna be hard for you to notice, but yeah, there's some oil on them and stuff, so that's why I have to clean everything nicely. I'm not gonna, here's the precaution, I'm not gonna touch this nozzle at all, because I don't know, it's really small and you don't want to clog it up, so I'm gonna work around the nozzle. So I'm gonna probably use the brake cleaner and stuff and prepare that. And the car is open, so I'm gonna go pop the hood. Alright, where's my release? Gonna pop the hood. Yeah, Warren still needs to get that Mercedes tongue, but let's see. Oh, I don't think I popped it. Let me do it again. Yeah, now. Alright, there we go. And looks pretty clean. And yeah, I mean, these injectors don't look so bad, but hey, we're gonna just change them. And I don't know, I think Warren has those fuel return lines like these rubber ones, so I'm gonna put those on as well. But the main thing is the fuel injectors today and the valve adjustment. So let's get started. I'm not gonna film much, but the way I'm gonna do it is, instead of loosening these kind of like retainers, I'm actually just gonna loosen all of these nuts, and right here as well, so that way I can just remove this whole assembly. together. It's actually a couple of them are missing here, those retainers. They should look like this, but they're not on here. So, alright, I disconnected a bunch of stuff already. Now I'm just gonna start loosening those lines on the injectors. Might be a little painful, but you can do that. And just do those, and then also I'm gonna do these. Let's see. You have to find a good angle to loosen it. So all these are loosened up. As you can see, fuel just coming out of them. So one line. Two. I can just start removing them. Alright, now I can remove this line, this assembly. Just kind of leave it here right now. And I'm going to cover this up, and I'm going to start removing these return hoses and then injectors finally. And then after that I'm going to remove the valve cover. I'm going to have a really good access to my valves, and I can do the valve adjustment that way too. Alright, fuel injectors are ready to be pulled out, and let's get going. 27mm socket. So all the injectors came loose except this one. This one is just being stubborn, so that's why, hey, we're gonna greet him with some penetrant, and let's wait until it soaks a little, and then we'll try again. In the meantime, I'm gonna start pulling these off. It's hard to say if they are 20 years old or not. It says Germany. Can't really tell if it's Bosch, or it's probably Bosch injectors. Alright, another patient is having surgery. So I decided to leave the injectors in for now. But you know, they got the valve cover off, and right now you know, the chain feels good and everything. The valves are also looking pretty good. Now what I have to do, grab my 22mm socket and start with the valve adjustment. I'm going to spin the engine. I'm using that. Actually, one of the valves is already here for me, so I'm going to grab my tools and start doing that. I'm not going to film all the process because I have you know, videos about, you know, valve adjustments, so I might actually give you maybe a link or something to those videos. So, but yeah, right now I'm just gonna quickly wanna do the valve adjustment, put everything back. Alright, it's pretty dark already. Gets dark really fast. But I adjusted all the valves, everything is good. Cleaned the mating surface. And I'm about to pull this injector out, and I already cleaned these injectors like pretty nicely, so they're ready to go back. And also I'm gonna install those heat shields. I cleaned them up as well. So alright guys, so I reinstalled everything, the injectors, the lines, and actually I did reuse the valve cover gasket because it was still pliable, it was still good, it wasn't brittle or anything. So I just cleaned it up and reinstall everything. And also I reused these lines because Warren is not here yet, so it's getting kind of late. I just put it back together, and I left these loose because we're gonna start it, I don't know, either today or tomorrow. We're gonna try to start it and see how she's running, and hopefully everything is good. Everything else is reconnected, as you can see, and I don't know if I showed you or not, but I had to tighten up this power steering pump belt in order for me to be able to turn the engine over by hand to adjust the valves, because this belt was too loose. So that's done, everything is good and tight now. So yeah, we'll see, either we'll start today or tomorrow. So, and then if everything is good, Warren's probably gonna, change these return rubber hoses, because he probably has them, I'm not sure, but he's gonna do that himself now. But the most important thing is that I did the valve adjustment on it and replaced these injectors, and hopefully the engine is gonna be running much smoother and better now.
Brand new O-ring on the shaft.
Yeah. So we'll do that. But it's good. The injectors are not leaking otherwise. They're all good. It's just that one's gonna have to be replaced, this smaller piece. That's it. And the valves are adjusted, so that's great. And then yeah, tomorrow when I come back, we'll just do that, and if we have time, we'll do other stuff too.
We'll do this, but then we put the Ursula.
Oh, Ursula, yeah, I know. She's waiting.
To be ready?
She has to be ready.
When you leave.
Right. Awesome.
And not on the 5th, but whenever you...
Yeah, I know,
okay,
yeah.
Warren,
Yeah.
I see you when I get out of basic.
Yeah, right.
Whenever your graduation is,
Sure,
you let me know and I can go.
Sure. Thank you, Warren.
I've never been to the base.
Oh yeah, it's in Great Lakes. It's pretty nice over there, yeah. Yeah, nice. There's no leaks on that one anymore.
Oh, and 1 in 5 were leaking on the cap.
Yeah.
And
they're all dry now. Nice. This is dry too.
When you have respect for technical things, you're hesitant to say, "Oh, let's crank on it."
Yeah.
Boy, those cedar things get into everything.
Yeah, I know. I pulled mine on 126. There was a lot of junk in there too.
Oh.
Wow, this is nice. This is gonna last. Original Mercedes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's amazing.
Small price to pay for peace of mind.
Yeah. She's a beauty.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, look at that turbo.
And the first one went right here. I'll show you.
That's a broken one, yeah.
Yeah, and the lock nut went right down there. You see it?
You have a hex on the top and a hex on the
It's
bottom.
so easy, huh? Wow.
But you got to be careful because
Yeah.
it's just a small portion of it. There you go.
Nice.
You got the drive shaft in?
Yeah, everything is back in. We're gonna go for a test drive soon.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nice. Beautiful.